So this will be some new content for me as I got a pre-approved for weight loss surgery. And before you start to type in the comments what you think you want to say, I don't care about that. So I want to take you guys through this journey of getting the weight loss surgery and kind of where it came from. It did not come out of the blue. Anything I do, I dwell on for years. I wanted to get my teeth done since I was 15 years old. I didn't get my teeth done until I was 33 years old. You know what I mean? And I have been through different phases of my life. And I won't go into detail because, like I said, that's not your business. But this is the business I will share. Because I've been thinking about it for a while. And one day I was sitting at home going through my mail, and I got this card from Lantern Health, and it said all bariatric surgeries covered 100%. At first I thought it was a scam. I'm like, this can't be right. And when I called and got more information, it was 100% true. So my weight loss surgery is covered 100%. The actual surgery, the post-op, the hospital stay, the medications, and it's continuous care. So it's not just, oh, I go get the surgery, bye-bye, good luck. And I had my consultation with my surgeon today, and I meet with my nutritionist on Tuesday, and next Friday, I go and get all my labs. So if my labs come back, my next step is for me to schedule my surgery. And because I already got the insurance clearance and the pre-approval from my surgeon. So many people do weight loss surgery for so many different reasons. And I have my reason. My reason is for me. My reason is for my health. My reason is for longevity of life. Okay? And I'm excited. So, if you have been through weight loss surgery, drop in the comments some type of motivation. Is there vitamins I need to buy? What do I need to do? Help a girl out. Hey everybody, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the requirements that I have to do for weight loss surgery. Okay, so me and my surgeon already talked, and we decided that I was going to go with the sleeve. So if you don't know, there are many different procedures that you can do. So you have the gastric sleeve, you have the bypass surgery, you have the dual switch. There's one that's like very new technology where like the robot, that wasn't my story, okay? We decided to go with the sleeve for me, and how he was explaining is like bypasses for people whose BMI is like 50, like more higher. Since mine is like in the 40 range, we felt that the sleeve would be like more appropriate for me. And so after that, he was telling me that I would get a list of things that I needed to do to move forward. And since my insurance was already covering it 100%, I was already pre-approved because I did not have to wait for insurance. So that is very important. So I do have to meet with a nutritionist. I only have to meet with the nutritionist once as a requirement, but I am going to meet with my nutritionist several times. And it might just be like a long relationship with this nutritionist, because I want to make sure that not only I'm doing the requirements for the surgery, but to maintain and stay healthy, I'm going to continue on with this nutritionist. I do have a long list of labs that I have to get done, and I'm actually doing the long list of labs this week. There is a requirement for you to meet with a psychiatrist, because you do have to get an evaluation. Like, you can't just be like, I'm ready. You have to be mentally ready. They want to make sure your mental health is well, so they do an evaluation for that. And I have to do an upper GI. It's something else I can't exactly remember the name, but I have it all on my paper. And my doctor is saying that he thinks that I'll be able to meet with him in the next 4 to 6 weeks and schedule my surgery. So come back for more, and I will share with you. If you are going through this journey, please write in the comments so that we can be bariatric buddies or bear buddies or whatever you want to call it. We sisters, whatever. And yeah, I would love to just form my own support group. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, today I did some of my pre-op appointments, and y'all, okay. So the first appointment I had was with the nutritionist, and I only have to do one appointment. And with that appointment, she basically just kind of walked me through like the pre-op diet, what will happen after, and just also maintaining it. And I've decided, since I have unlimited nutritionist visits on my insurance, that I'm actually going to just make this like a long-term relationship, even though I did have one prior. But since she's going to see me through the journey, I'm going to continue to work with her. So that was good. It was about an hour. Some of the things that she wants me to start working on now is like releasing carbonated drinks and caffeinated drinks, because she doesn't want me to stop during pre-op and then I have like a caffeine headache, which I don't have, because I've gone without it before. But I'm still going to do it because I want to just make sure, like, I'm not like, I need to have it, you know what I mean? Then my next appointment was to get my labs done. They do not warn you about how much blood they have to take. I swear it was like 10 vials. I'm not even trying to be funny. It was so much. Also had to do like breathe in the bag and drink this solution. It was not good, y'all. It was like a tart apple type of flavor. It was gross, disgusting. Okay. Also had to give a urine sample. And I blew in the bag twice. I had to do 2 of those. And those are our appointments today. Moving forward, I do have to do a sleep study. But the sleep study is here at home. So they send over the kit and I do it for 3 days. And I send it back. And then I have to do like my EKG, which is walk-in. So I am off Thursday for my upper GI and chest x-ray. So I'm just going to do a walk-in for the EKG. And that's it. That is all my pre-op, y'all. I am gagged. I'm getting nervous, but I'm also just like... Oh, also the nutritionist was saying, like, she feels like what me and my son already eat, I would just have to do in smaller portions, because I had already transitioned like us into different things. And since we eat kind of the same things, I would just have to like do it in a very, very, very small portion. Also, she did, because I've seen a lot of videos where people are like, for 2 weeks before surgery, they only did liquid diet. Well, my surgeon is having us do lean and green for the first week. So it's like a protein shake in the morning, protein shake in the afternoon, and then like you still do like proteins with like a green or something like that. And then the next week, so just 1 week only, you do protein shakes. I can't do that. So I'm really excited about that. But I will let y'all know how my psych appointment goes tomorrow. And if I do have enough time, I may try to go get my EKG tomorrow. I just got my clearance for my psych appointment. And the psychiatrist was so nice. Like, he was so encouraging. And he also made me feel really good about my medical team. And I cannot even believe I am like so blown away at this process, and I'm grateful. And when I talked about like my family and my support system, he was really big on support system. He was like, you are one of the lucky ones, and it's really unfortunate when people don't have a support system, and I am so happy I have one. And I got my clearance. So the only thing I have left is my EKG. I get my upper GI and chest x-ray tomorrow.
Staff, please join us in the media center.
Sorry, a little announcement. Y'all know I'm at work. My sleep study Kid will be here Saturday. And already did blood work. Already did my nutritionist. What? And they're predicting that I would probably, more than likely, be able to get cleared to do surgery during spring break. And that is going to be so good because I have a week of spring break, an extra day before the kids get back, and like more than likely I won't have to take off another day. I might try to do a walk-in for my EKG today because the urgent care of the street does it. So if I can, that'd be great, and I'll let y'all know. But if not, I'll get it done tomorrow because I took a day off tomorrow to get my stuff done. Like, I don't have any words. I'll be back. Okay, so back at home, I tried to go to 2 urgent cares earlier, and they were basically saying like, oh, we don't do EKGs for that reason. And I was like, okay. So, I did have a PCP in line or whatever because, you know, when I moved here, I really just started working and stuff. So I really hadn't like identified a PCP. But I did that today. May push me back a little bit. EKG, I'm not able to do until next Friday, but I am able to get on the waiting list for like if they have any appointments for the rest of the week that cancels. So all will be well. I do still have to do my sleep study. I have to do that for 3 days, and that will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So yeah, so I'll have everything done by next week, and then I'll hear from my surgeon. All right, this morning I'm headed to DRI Greensboro to get my upper GI and my chest x-ray. I had to stop eating at 12, which is fine because I'll sleep anyway. Like, eating after 12, that's just not something I could do. So, I'm headed there now. They said it's a 45-minute appointment. That's just for the upper GI, but I'm not sure if the chest x-ray is like very simple. I did take a day off work, so come gonna date me. Oh, that upper GI series, I really wish I could have took my phone in there. First of all, I just need water. So they start off with giving you like this thick like serum that you drink, and they're basically just watching your stomach. I was on this machine where they kept moving me up and down and turning me on my stomach, on my side. Oh, yo. I need just water. I'm about to drink lots of water. And I also haven't been able to eat since like my last meal yesterday. So I'm going to just get me some breakfast. And I'm going to go home, I think. I was going to try to make this a day, but I need to after that. But my upper GI and my chest x-ray is big check. All done. Okay, I forgot to update y'all. Today, I went and got my EKG. Very interesting appointment because today I actually had to go to a new PCP because I hadn't found an PCP here in North Carolina because I moved back in June. And when I gave him the EKG paper with the bariatric name at the top, he was trying to figure out like, oh, how did you get approved for surgery without having a PCP? And I was, talking to him about the program with my insurance. And so he did the EKG, and he was saying that it was abnormal. And I was like, huh? He was like, do you have shortness of breath? You know, have you ever had any like heart failure? And I'm like, no. So I was like getting so worried. And he was like, well, you know, the rhythm looks, you know, normal, but he like kind of explained why it was abnormal. But then he said, oh yeah, but it looks fine. Like, okay. So I got my EKG done, and then my sleep study package was supposed to be here today, and it says, "Oh, it won't be here till Monday." I do not like USPS. Okay, so got my EKG done, and then unfortunately, since I was, you know, getting a new PCP, they had to draw blood again. Oh, today was just like this is the type of day I really wanted, but I got that done, and sleep study. Ooh, sleep study is the last thing. And oh, before he walked out, he was like, "Yeah, for like bariatric surgery, you know, it takes about 6 to 9 months, you know, before we write it off." And I was like, "Sir, it's happening. I don't know what you got going on. Like, you're not stopping it. Like, I really came here to get an EKG. You're not stopping me getting the surgery. Like, so I don't know what you're talking about. It's 6 months, more like 4 weeks." And he was like, "Oh, these are your pre-op appointments." And I was like, "Yeah, it's already approved. My insurance has already like cleared it. We don't basically like we don't need you, bro. Like we don't need your sign off." So it was I think he was confused. He was like, "Yeah, there's psychological things." And I was like, "I've already been through my psych eval. I've already been through my nutritionist appointment." And he was just like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." Just like, "Congratulations. And I'll see you when the surgery's over, my boy." Okay, y'all. So my sleep test finally arrived. So let's see what's in it. So they give you this box, and the box says that when you're complete, you have to return this box. So let's look at the contents in there. All right. So there is this tape measure. Not sure what it's for yet. I guess I'll read and it will tell me. Then it gives you like the quick model resting test at home. And then, this is for how to wear it. Yeah. And I have my instructions here. Then I also have a registration that I had already did prior. And then you just record like the 3 days that you did it. And then when you send it back, you package all this stuff in it. So it looks like, okay. So it says first to connect the SAM plus belt. So it looks like I'm connecting this to me first. It says in front over your clothing with the airflow connector facing down. Okay. And then it comes with says connect to airflow sensor nasal cannula. So that's this part right here, and I'm actually about to take a shower, so I'll let y'all know. I'll come back when I actually like set myself up. But this is the cannula. And then it says place the nasal cannula in your nose with the shorter pair of prongs resting under your nostrils and the lower prongs pointing down towards your mouth. Adjust it for a comfortable fit. Then it says connect the oximetry, I think that's how you say it, watch and monitor plus ring sensor. So I'm guessing this is it. Oh yeah, and a sensor right here. And press the power button to turn on the SAM recorder and start the recording. The light above the battery symbol will illuminate. Press the power button on the side of the watch to turn it on. If error 4 appears, turn the monitor off and ensure that the ring is properly connected to the watch before turning the monitor on. Oh, Jesus. It's already connected, it looks like. So it looks like I'll just be like, is it in my thumb? that you gotta put on your thumb. And alright, I'm gonna connect this the right way. So I'm guessing I connect it like this. Right? And then what connects to, I guess this would connect to my upper part. But do I need to snap this to anything? So this is the part that would go like around my body. This goes around my arm. And that's it. It looks like 3 nights of this, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel when I wake up the next morning. Bye. Alright, I'm about to hook myself up. Here. Around here. Into my nose or anything. Alright, this Velcro piece, I'm really feeling like it's way, way, way too long. Okay. I did tell them my weight and my size, so. And it has to be like comfortable. That's pretty good. This is like an Apple Watch, so definitely need somebody to help you if you're not good with snapping things on your own. Alright, let me put this on my arm. I got a small wrist too, so this don't help. Alright, let's see. And this goes on my thumb. Alright, so I'm all set up. I have my thumb connected. I have this on, There are like very distinct instructions. This is like medical tape. I don't think, like, I feel like I can tighten this, but not to, like, I don't want to choke myself. Alright, now we're going to turn this thing on. Uh-oh. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, because this is comfy, right? Okay, it says, this is the 3-prong. Now, this I could cut, but longer prong pointing directly towards your mouth, okay? Bring the 2 individual tubes up over the ears, just like you would your glasses. Secure your chin. Guide the 2 ends down until it meets under your chin. Okay. Okay. Adjust the slider, clip to tighten within the tubing. Yeah. Before you begin recording, speak or blow into the... Oh. Alright, so how do you turn it on? Got this on my thumb. On your thumb. If the thumb is too tight, you may use a different finger. This one's... It turned on.